Hey guys, Super Southern Boys back at it again with the white vans.
Hello!
Hi.
We're playing a spooky game that Ruby recommended. It's called The Test.
Yep. I hate spooky games.
I was gonna say that's about all we know. There's Castlevania happening in the background. RPG ass looking menu screen.
It does look hellish, doesn't it?
To be fair, I told you it asks a lot of questions because it's a test.
Well, I like how there's the option is new game or check out.
I want to leave.
I want to check out.
Get out.
It's like the
I'd like
Hotel
to check
California.
out of my room, please.
But yeah, Ruby's taking the wheel on this one, so.
You guys ready?
Start it up. I guess.
Absolutely.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Who wants to read?
I didn't realize you'd be reading.
Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself?
I'll take B, please.
The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know.
You know?
As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature.
Yo, but like, answer these 10 questions to find out which Pokemon you are. Why couldn't we do that test instead?
You don't like the bloody-eyed teddy bear there?
Well, I'm just saying there's a lot of blood and cobwebs here.
Help.
I don't know how much
Okay.
of a like...
Also, the cobwebs
dive.
on the fireplace would have definitely burned up by now.
Yeah. I do like how there's a blood arrow pointed at the bed.
Because there's a dead body.
It's time to lay down, Steve.
See, is that a dead body or is that a doll on the bed?
That's a bloody doll.
I was gonna say that's a bloody doll because it's
Well,
like
there's
the same size.
there's a spike through the pillow.
Is there?
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
I kind of see. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a spike through the pillow here, and then there's a spike coming out of the bed here.
That's a lot of spikes.
It's a dangerous bed.
I have a curious question for us before
Yeah.
we continue reading this. So, do one of us just want to answer the questions and
Yeah,
we can discuss it as we go along, or do we all want to like put the answers to a
Is this
vote?
like a hive mind situation?
We can hive mind it, and
We all have to agree on an answer.
it would be interesting to see a collective group. I suppose.
Would all three of us become?
As an amalgamation of us.
Yes.
If we were one person, what would our answers be?
We'd be.
We're fucked.
I don't know how to feel about this like witch doctor girl being the same size as a teddy bear and a doll.
Well, that's why I thought it was a dead body, because they're like the same size. And
also the size of a candelabra, apparently.
No, the candelabra's just up, like, on the table.
I know, but like pixel measurements,
See what
they're like the same size.
What I don't understand is an oops.
Oops.
Oh.
No, I was gonna say in the menu you can't. In the menu it had given like this is how you move around, this is how you dash.
Well, that's That's what I was saying. Is like RPG Maker. Like that's all default stuff.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because like all this menu, all this pixel art. I mean, obviously like the blood and stuff is custom, but even like the Witch Doctor sprite is very like RPG default. Not knocking the look. I'm just saying, like as soon as you open it, I'm like, oh, this is an RPG Maker game. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're known
Well-
to be pretty good sometimes.
While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We are about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go.
Does
So,
cherry Pepsi
me.
count?
I was gonna say my water bottle's empty. I should have filled it before we started recording. But
I have a Pepsi.
yeah.
I have a cat.
Please don't drink the cat.
Cat.
Cat. Speaking of cat, the cat wants out. Thank God. I'm gonna do this early. Be right back.
It's okay. Well,
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank
welcome
you.
back. All right, you ready to unlock some stuff?
Deep part of our hive mind? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you believe that everyone should always be treated fairly?
No.
I definitely thought this was gonna be like a 3
Nope.
kind of like
It's
answer,
yes or no.
like A, B, or C.
Nope. It's yes or no to everything. That's why it says to like make your own circumstances, so that you can answer yes or no. Because if there's even like one circumstance in which this wouldn't happen, then that would change your answer.
Do you believe
Right.
that everyone should always be treated fairly? Yeah, no.
No. I come at it from the idea of like, if someone broke into your house, they fucking lost their right to like no longer treat as human.
So.
Well, hold on now. This didn't say don't treat them human. It said treat them fairly. Charles is like, you fucking animals.
Beasts, get out of my house.
Well, I mean, to be fair, do we treat animals like humans? We don't treat them fairly, necessarily, even though we are mammals ourselves.
Excuse me, my dog is my daughter.
I was gonna say, to be fair, most people treat their animals better than they treat humans.
I am one of those people.
But then there are also pet owners that abuse their animals and treat them worse than human, or most dogs, or cats, or whatever.
I mean, people do that to their children too.
Well, I mean, fuck kids, okay?
I do
Well-
like how we're like 10 minutes in and we're only on question 1.
We'll just say no.
We're
I think you said yes. Did you?
no, you said no.
I said
Oh,
no.
okay.
I went down.
I said no.
Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally?
Yeah.
Seems like it's a repeat of the last question.
Well,
see,
I think there's a difference between being treated fairly and equally. Like, when you think about treating someone equally, you would treat them about like, you would have the same standards, and if they broke those standards, you treat them the same way you treat anybody else who broke your standards.
So I would say no, because let's say we'll take your breaking into a house thing again.
Yeah.
If a child broke into your house, it is a different punishment than if an adult who is armed breaks into your house. Your punishment would be different. You would not treat those two things as equal punishment.
No, I'd still throw the kid down my stairs and then out a window.
I guess it's a good
But-
thing there's 3 of us, because in this situation, one says yes, one says no. It's like, what do you think, Steve? I'm like,
Yeah.
convince me. I would probably say... Probably no. Ruby does bring up a good point, that like not everything is very black and white.
Okay.
There are different circumstances for different situations and different things.
Fair enough.
Now here's the thing. Do I believe that everyone should be treated equally? Yes. Does the world think everyone is treated equally? No. That's kind of my stance on things. Like, I believe, but obviously not everyone does.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I believe everyone should have, like, equal opportunity to things. And
For
in
sure.
general, things should be equal, but there are circumstances, and it's kind of going into the, like, life's not fair type of thing. Because
yeah.
fair is very subjective into
But
how you view it, and, like, different circumstances warrant different reactions. And I guess on, like, a different thing, like, if you know someone is mentally ill versus someone who is, quote-unquote, what's the term for it?
Not mentally ill.
No, it's like neuronormal or something like that.
Okay.
Someone who's quote-unquote normal without any disabilities or mental illnesses. Again, the punishment would be different for these things because...
But here's the thing. It's more of a morality question. Like,
Yeah.
despite what the world does to people who are normal, not normal, child, adult, do you specifically, think people should be treated equally?
So if a child stole your credit card and they spent $200,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then an adult stole your credit card and they spent $200,
Yeah. Same
Would-
punishment.
well, what would your punishment be then?
Well, it doesn't matter what my punishment is. It's a matter of they did the same crime, so they should be treated the exact same.
Yeah.
But a child is young and hasn't had time to learn yet, so you would be more teaching them of what is right and wrong. So it's...
I think, Ruby, you're thinking more of it like treated equally negatively rather than treated equally positively.
Well, that's
Like,
the whole
this-
thing. Like,
this-
the entire thing is that you need to have all of your circumstances. Like, if there's any circumstance in which you would not treat someone equally, then it
See,
would be no.
For me, this is like women earning the same pay as men, black and white people coming together. That kind of treated equally, not like a kid shot someone and an adult shot someone. They both go to jail.
All right, Steve, but look at the game we're playing. Are we talking about racial rights and gender
Yeah,
rights?
Well, I don't
no.
know.
Are we talking...
That's a black bear.
I want no part of that.
So I feel like we need a timer on these questions. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night on question 1 and 2.
Well, on a vote, I say no.
I still say yes.
I'm on yes as well.
Okay.
So we're going yes.
Have you ever invented anything? No.
I mean,
Yes, but no. It depends.
yeah, I was going to say, how deep of invention are we talking? Because I made games. I made like 2 birdhouses in my life. Is that an invention?
I think invention would be
See, I'm thinking more
kind
like,
of-
did you invent an airplane or the light bulb kind of situation?
yeah.
In which
So like
case,
something new.
The
Not
kind
something-
of like the as the word comes from, innovative.
Yeah, something innovative, something new rather
Mm-hmm.
than building. So I guess no, I've never invented anything.
Yeah, neither have I.
do you believe that you are worthy of someone's time investment? No.
No.
Wow. Okay. Well, I was gonna say yes, but all right.
Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? Yes.
Yeah, I would say yes.
As much as I want to say yes, I'm also bullheaded about shit. So, yes to a fault, I guess.
Well, I was gonna say it's 2 out of 3 anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Yes, doesn't everybody?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be alright with living alone forever? No.
Yeah.
Given my current situation, I'm gonna have to say no.
I have way too much paranoia.
I am currently married to you, so
Do you
if I say no, yeah, I'm fine with living alone.
Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt?
I try to, but honestly, no.
I
Yeah.
try to at least give someone like 3 strikes kind of deal.
It's very weird for me because I have trust issues, but I'm also one of those that will immediately jump into a friendship without like reading the fine print immediately.
I mean, same, but like something happens and I'm not immediately suspicious.
Yeah.
I think I'm just too forgiving a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And the amount of times I'm like, oh, I hate this person or that person without hearing the full story, and then I hear the full story, I'm like, oh, whoops.
Like the other day when I told you that the lady had called and you were like, how dare they make you cry? And I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Not for that reason.
They made me cry because of their sad story, not because they cussed me out. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
So I would say yes for myself.
I'm going to go yes as well.
Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? Yes.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing we're doing a fucking recording right now.
I don't have to listen to it. You edit
I was
it.
going to say, as the editor here...
Yes.
You guys both said no. Doesn't matter.
We said yes.
Okay.
Do you like the color blue more than the color black?
No.
No, I prefer black.
Um,
I was going to say...
I
Ruby?
well, I was looking
Mine's
around.
also... Oh, you
I
were
was-
looking at it.
Yeah, I was looking around the room like, I mean, I technically have more black than blue around, but I have both.
Mine kind of derives from growing up because I always loved the color red, specifically because of my hair color. And I've always kind of gone more towards those hues of colors, like black, red,
Right.
purple. I
I'm gonna say
kind
red.
of veer away from blue.
Most of my stuff in my room right now is either red or black.
I lean towards like gray, green, or blue.
More neutral colors. Well, I guess blue is more of a... it's a cool color, but...
Yeah, it just kind of matches everything.
Yeah.
As long as you don't go like neon. But you guys
Dude,
said no.
okay, I'll
Super
say
sky,
this.
dude.
I fucks with some neon blue.
Oh, I'm not saying I dislike the color. I'm just saying it wouldn't match everything if it was neon.
Right.
But like you get a soft, cooler tone or a more like pastel, then it matches more things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking about like looking in my room. Everything that I have that's red in here, if it all switched to blue, like how would my life be?
If you found money
Be
on
the
the
same.
street...
Sorry, Charles.
No, you're fine. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a classic like would you rather
Unanimous.
question.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want the answers you seek? No.
Yeah.
I'm not
do.
sure of anything.
I mean, I'm in it for the long haul. Yeah, I want the answers.
Yeah.
I'm
Even
never
if it
sure.
tells you, if it tells me like I'm gonna die in like 2 days, like yeah, I'm in it for the long haul now.
32 is when I'm dying.
Are you afraid of spiders?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, if they just pop up and they're really close to me. If they're far away, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm about the same. So, yeah, I guess technically.
Nah, I hate them. Burn them.
If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava?
Yeah.
No.
If I knew I was coming unscathed, like no burns, no, I'm dead as soon as I touch
Okay,
it.
hold on. They say if you knew you would come out unscathed, but they never said you wouldn't feel the burning of it.
Yeah, as you're like
I-
sinking down into it and you're just screaming in pain.
Yeah,
Well,
you would
that's-
essentially die of... It's the same idea of, like, falling from a very far height. Your body goes into shock before you hit the ground, typically. So
it's more of they're telling you you'll be fine, but are you actually fine?
yeah.
If it was the prior where they said yeah you'll be fine, I'd be like haha no. But if they're like no bro you got like lava retardant suit on right now, you're gonna be fine, then I'd be like yeah.
I still wouldn't do it because I don't trust. Remember those
There-
trust issues? Like, here, have this suit. I promise you
I
won't
was
feel
gonna
it.
say now that I think about it, the fact that I'm like oh you'll be fine and you got all this stuff on, I'm like that's the same reason I don't like go skydiving.
Yeah, like, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Here's your
No.
parachute. I'm like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah, I would do it, though. I would totally do it.
I think that's
I
2 to
would-
1, though.
It is.
I would like to feel what lava feels like.
No, I don't.
But
Just a really hot, slimy shower.
But that's like I was gonna say, it's like sludgy, but like
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. But yeah, I think I'd be still too scared to
So
try
Steve,
it.
there are these things called slime shops. You can just get one that has some stuff in it, and like, ooh, this is the nice cold version.
Can I just like throw it in the oven real quick?
No.
Make it nice. Just like boil the slime.
Make it molten.
Do you
Wow.
consider yourself to be
Fucking-
fat? Well, this is rude. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that you have lots of charisma? No.
Charisma?
Actually, oddly, as not self-confident as I am, yeah.
I was gonna say yes too. As much of a shut-in as I pretend that I am still very like social.
I'm
Very antisocial.
I'm super antisocial, but if I'm put into the situation where I have to be around people, I'm absolutely a social butterfly.
Yeah.
I hide behind whoever I know that's there and play with the dog or cat that's in the room.
See, it's also a thing of like when I'm around people I know, like if I'm hanging out with you guys or my other friends or whoever, it's like, yeah, I am very like open, charismatic with those people.
The people that live with me will sometimes come home, like walk in the room, look like they're about to talk to me, and I'll get up and go into another room because I don't want to talk. I have those days where I'm just like, I don't want to talk. I'm just.
Yeah, I feel like, well, because that's just like the other day when I was gonna play D&D, and it was like, oh, I'm not really feeling it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have certain times where I'm like,
Mm-hmm. But yes, I would consider myself charismatic.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? What kind of frozen? I don't want to be Elsa.
Only temporarily, Ruby. You're only Elsa for a little bit.
Sure. Okay.
With my luck, I'd get stuck in the Let It Go montage.
In this scenario, you're Elsa for 3 minutes.
No,
I
think it's more
now,
like.
now I was gonna say I could be wrong, but I think they mean cryogenically frozen.
Yeah.
Would
not-
I want to
not
go to
movie
the
frozen.
future? No.
It also depends on how temporary it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You get to go.
temporary-
You get to go
temporary
2
could
days
mean,
into the
like,
future.
Yeah.
Well,
2
I was gonna
days
say,
or
'cause-
100 years.
Yeah, like if they cryogenically freeze me and it's like, yeah, I'll see you in a week.
Yeah,
Or if
no.
it's like Futurama rules where I get frozen for 1,000 years, it's like, oh, there goes everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say either way, I would say no. Being too short of a time isn't worth it, but also going so far into the future that like everything you know, everyone you know,
Yeah.
is no longer around. Like no.
I would definitely say no, especially like me, who just like lost all of my like stuff on my old computer. And it's like, yeah, I prefer living in the moment and keeping memories rather than jumping. Even like a few years, like it was like, oh, we'll see you in like 5 to 10 years. Like I just feel like I'm in a
No,
coma
too many
at that
things will
point.
change. Yeah. I have
It's
enough
2 to
panic
1.
attacks as it is. You change everything that I know and understand. No.
I think it would also be a thing of I'd have to like tell people I'm being frozen. If I'm just like wake up one day, like me and Ruby are like we wake up together. I just like leave for the day, and then she doesn't see me for like 10 years.
Hey guys, I decided to go get frozen for a few years.
Yeah, oh my God, Steve, where you been? Like I just went into this underground bunker for 10 years.
But see,
Yeah,
at that
and-
point, you would come back, and I would be like, 10 years, I'd be 36.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say,
that would
look
I'd
very
be
different.
the same.
But
Yeah,
you would still be physically the same age you are now.
yeah.
Well, he would, but I wouldn't.
I was gonna say if I'm frozen, nothing
Oh.
changes about me, but the world obviously keeps going.
I misheard what you said, but yes.
Yeah.
Well, he would also be whatever age he would be by that time, but he would physically be the age he was when he was frozen.
See, I think it'd be more interesting, and this is completely off topic, if everything was reversed. Like, instead of me being paused, like, I could pause the world.
That
I
would be
always kind of
yeah.
I like that concept a lot better. Of like I can just stop everything, do what I want, and then unpause. Like 1 second passes for you, but I could have been like a few weeks into the future technically.
Yeah.
But back to this temporarily frozen. I'm gonna say no.
I mean, I'm gonna say yes, but it's 2-1. So.
Well, you can give your reasons. We gave ours.
I mean, just fucking Futurama. Like, I'd go to see what the future's like, and then if it's not
There
to
is
my
no future.
yeah, if there is no future, or if the future isn't up to like, if I'm not entirely happy with it, I'd go to a suicide booth. So.
Well, on that dark note,
It's a Futurama thing.
Yeah,
this is all
that's
very
a-
interesting.
For me, if I was frozen and woke up and I'm like, hey, do you guys have time travel? And they said no, I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna go back and freeze myself until that's a thing.
Yeah.
Then I could be like in the year like 5000, see what's all going on, and be like, all right, I'm just gonna go back and like say hi to Ruby and Charles.
Yeah.
Did you realize the last letter of the previous 5 questions, when put together, spell the name Satan? No, I wasn't
No.
paying attention.
Yeah.
Wait,
no.
what? Did you realize the last letters from the previous 5 questions when put together? No.
I wasn't
Yeah.
paying any attention.
I had to like reread that. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Now I will. Now it's going to be a thing of like I'm going to be like writing down every like first and last letter of everything
all right. So the last letter of this one is N.
from Satan,
Yeah.
but the first one is D.
Yeah, actually, I wasn't gonna vocally say it, but yes, I'm focusing on the first letter now.
I'm not focusing on
It's
it.
gonna spell Diablo.
I already had enough questions on my hands. I don't want to keep track.
Does that make you
Mm.
uncomfortable? No.
No.
No, I don't care.
Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? Clearly not.
Well, I mean, I didn't know this was a puzzle or a clue.
Yeah.
We came into this like answer yes or no a few times, and it's like, hey, you notice this? I'm like, no.
I would like to say yes, but no, I'm not really that good.
I mean, in like escape rooms, I'm pretty good.
I do tend to point out things, like when someone sends me a picture, like, look at this. The first thing I'd do is like look in the background. I
Yeah.
don't know if that means anything or I'm just completely like unfocused.
I think overall, at least in the context of this game, though, I'm gonna say no for because I
Yeah,
didn't realize to be looking for anything.
Yeah.
If they throw out like another like, hey, do you know like there's a secret like book in the blackness that you should have been looking at the whole time?
Yeah.
No.
No. I was too busy like giving my reasons for not being frozen.
It's gonna like the screen's gonna go black and be like, hey, what color
Wait.
are my eyes? Like, oh
are,
no.
are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Yes.
No, I'm not,
No,
because I knew they
I-
were doing that to drag our attention around for it.
Yeah, I figured there was kind of a red herring.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys said no. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far?
I think so. I think between the
Yeah.
three of us, we've.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of hive-minded, so
Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? No.
no.
Not necessarily, no.
I could just spam the A button this entire game and not care.
Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? Isn't there always? Yeah.
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 Are you wondering how the... I forgot to do the letter thing. Well, I give up. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? No.
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 Would you consider yourself captivated?
Yeah.
Sure.
Very interesting. Is it?
You're welcome.
Would you consider yourself to be brave?
No, I'm a little bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like I'm more cowardly than most of the time.
I think if the moment arose for me to be brave, I could probably be brave. But while I'm sitting and stewing in my own thoughts, I'm absolutely a coward.
I feel like I've said no to a whole bunch of stuff more than I've said yes. when it comes to like, let's do this. I'm like, nah.
I feel like I'm a bit braver just because I'm typically the one that's like, let's go do this. Let's do
Yeah,
that. And like
exactly.
jump into things.
When me or you are together, you're like, oh, let's go on this roller coaster and do this fun ride at like the amusement park. I'm like, nah, I think I'm just gonna go get a corn dog and wait over here.
You enjoyed the Tilt-A-Whirl though, once I finally got you on it.
Dude, Tilt-A-Whirls
It was
are
one.
good.
That's the thing. Once I'm on it and I experience it, I'm like, oh, this is safe. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fun.
So, but that was 2-1, so.
Yeah, that's no.
Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence?
Nope.
What day and time?
Fucking rocks in my head at all times.
It also, I guess it depends on your intelligence, right? Because there are a lot of people who are self-taught on things, and there are people who are absolute book smart.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess
it would depend on like the intelligence that you're testing, yes, but
Yeah.
I feel like it would
I-
also depend on like what day you asked, because sometimes you wake up and you're like, I got this, and then sometimes it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
I feel like this is just like overall intelligence, like book smarts kind of deal. And if that's the case, then like no.
Yeah, no.
Because I am knowledgeable about things, like I know computers and like stupid video game facts, but that's not going to help in like an SAT.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Nah, I'm fucking dumb as a brick.
No,
Dumb
you're
as-
not.
You're
Have
like,
you been
"What's
looking
this?"
for hidden messages in these questions? No, I gave up.
No.
Nope. I never started.
Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? No, I gave up.
No.
Yeah. I'm
Have you
totally
beg-
disinterested. Okay, who cares?
Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? No, I'm good.
Not really.
I kind of have, but that's mainly more for like, how long is this video gonna be?
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Depends
Yeah.
on the
For my job.
situation.
I would say
guess
yeah.
it depends. Most of the time, I just have to be patient, just with my line of work. But-
I was gonna say in my
Ru-
work, like generally, yes.
I can say Ruby can attest to the amount of times I'm just like, come on, hurry up.
Yeah, no, I'll find something to do in the meantime, whatever people are doing.
Yeah,
around me.
if I'm distracted with something, then I'm a lot more patient. Or as I said earlier, like when I have to be professional about things, obviously I'll.
There's
take my
only
time.
2 situations in which I am very impatient: driving and doctor's appointments. I have bad road rage, and I hate sitting around for hours on end for you to look at me for 2 minutes and tell me to leave.
I was gonna say like, when's my next book coming out?
No, I only complain the day that I finish the book, and then I forget about
Yeah.
it until it comes out. But in general, everyone said yes.
Yeah.
Do most
I'm
humans
okay.
annoy you? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
People are fucking morons.
Do you prefer animals to people? Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
This doll
Steve.
that looks like a human is going to disappear at some point, or the animal might disappear.
Do you believe in magic?
No.
In a young girl's heart.
You can't sing that, we'll get copy struck.
Finally, think the first line.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Do I believe in magic? I want to say no.
I
As
believe
awesome
in it
as it
potentially existing. But do I believe I would ever see it or experience it? No.
Yeah.
I it's a thing of like I want to believe, but I know that like every card trick or illusion has an answer to it.
Yeah.
Until it doesn't.
Dun dun dun.
Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you fear death? Yes. Doesn't everyone to some degree?
Yeah. It's kind of like the number one fear.
I get, for me it depends, but
I
typically.
mean, obviously it depends on like how I die and when I die, but
Well,
I think it's more just the concept of it. More than
yeah.
anything.
For me, I would say no. The only times I ever fear the idea of death is not about death itself, but the idea that I may or may not remember or have those memories that I've made throughout my life. So I get very existential about things, but death itself I'm not afraid of.
Meanwhile, for me, like, I'm playing in the ocean or slip on the stairs. I'm like, this is where I die. I'm dead. This is it.
I mean, for you, you're very accident prone.
Shh, don't tell people that.
Hey guys, if you didn't know, Ruby here is accident.
It was two for
Yeah.
yes. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? No,
No.
not really.
No. I love Ruby.
I gave up on love a long time ago.
I don't pay people enough attention to care one way or the other what you look like. Did you answer that last question with 100% honesty? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Are you alone?
Yes.
Let me look around real quick. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in chat, but
I was going to say, I think we have to say no, because we're here together in the call.
Yeah.
we're here
But, like,
together
physically-
in the interwebs.
I can say physically I am alone, but I'm also
Yeah.
talking to two voices in my head.
So, no, we are not alone.
No.
If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? Yeah.
No. No.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I don't know why that was funny to me. Sorry, I gotta read the question again. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? No.
I have
No.
two cameras in front of me, so yes.
This is a video game made by, like, a college student. He has no idea what's watching me and what's not watching me.
2-1. Have you ever wondered who I am? No, not really.
No.
The default RPG witch.
Usually I just focus on, like, the Plague Doctor mask and forget that there's, like, a woman up under it.
I kind of just keep looking at the teddy bear.
Are you afraid it's gonna move?
Dude, I'm
To
focused on
be
the
fair,
entire
when this screen first showed up, I didn't even realize it was a girl. I thought the Plague Doctor mask was the face.
Same.
And you're like, who's voicing this character? I'm like, is it a male character?
Have you had shivers at any point during the session? No?
Nope. I'm
No.
actually sweating because it's hot outside.
Same. Do you feel like you're being watched? Always. But nothing to do with the game.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm being watched. I'm paranoid 24/7.
Same.
Nah. I don't think I'm being watched, but it's 2-1.
Daisy is looking at you under the fucking door.
Yeah.
Did I show you that picture? Or no, you were asleep yesterday. Never mind. I was sitting in my room watching YouTube, and like there was a thunderstorm outside, so she tried to like crawl under my door. So I
Poor
look
Daisy.
over my door, and there's just like a small black tail sticking under my door.
Poor Daisy. Have you considered quitting this session early? No?
No.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, bye.
Just
Do you drink
stop
water every
recording.
day? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you eat at least once per day every day? No.
Mm,
I forget to eat a lot.
Yes, I do.
yeah, same.
I
So no.
forget. Huh?
The answer is no, Ruby.
But you said yes, you do eat, and Charles said yes, he does eat. So why would it be no?
Because we both said we forget. What are you talking about, Ruby?
No, I said I forget, and then you said
Yeah.
yes, I do.
Yeah, and I said yeah, same.
Oh, yeah, so it would be no for you.
It would be no.
Majority rules.
Do you realize that there's a high probability that you've missed a plethora of hidden messages thus far? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely secrets going on, but I don't care.
I gave up.
Helb.
Are you wondering what they are? No.
I mean, I'm kind of curious, but at the same time, it's like
That,
the last secret was like these letters spell Satan. Isn't that
Yeah.
spooky?
Not particularly. So does anyone
And
does anyone care? Do they need to know?
I'm curious, but I feel like I'd be let down. So I'm kind of at a stalemate.
My answer is no.
Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? No.
Would it
I feel
bother?
like
Would it bother you? No.
I could just like look up the test secrets
Yeah.
on like YouTube later. It's fine.
Is your favorite number 7? No.
No.
Nope.
It's my brother's. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Yes.
I mean, that's kind of a true statement.
Yeah.
Nothing else is longer in life than life. So, yeah.
Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? No.
They're both fruit.
Yeah. No.
That's a comparison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both fruit. They're both round. They could both go into a fruit salad.
They're both orange.
They're not.
Steve, what-
Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? Yes.
Nope.
I feel like I've heard that.
I know women come from Venus.
Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree?
No.
No. Again, weighing the things of like what someone did for me.
Yeah, it's a matter of what they did the first time. So, yeah, no.
You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree?
No.
I can survive underwater.
As much as I would love to learn how to play guitar, I have short, fat hands, small, fat hands, and I'm not musically talented in the slightest.
I feel like there's some limitations to what you think you can do, what you can versus what you can physically do.
Yeah.
Because, like, my example, I'm like, oh, I can live in space for all I care. It's like, yeah, but no.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that comic I showed you where the mouse was like weightlifting. He was like, I'm gonna get as strong as a bear, and the other mouse was like, yeah, you can totally do it. Do whatever you put your mind to. And the snake comes up and he's like, no, dude, you're a mouse. You'll never be as strong as a bear. Like, it's good to have motivation and like goals, but your goals need to be realistic.
And then the snake eats them because he's not as strong as a bear.
See, this is why I post comics instead.
Obedience is more important than freedom. No.
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 Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All about that water
Underwater
time.
adventure.
If there was a way to survive going down into the Marianas Trench, I would totally
Nope.
do it.
Nope. That's too far
Yeah,
for me.
Isn't
that's-
that a band?
Marianas Trench? That's the deepest space in, like, our ocean.
The Downfire, no?
Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase "I love you"?
No.
I had to
Didn't
double
we-
check that I love you is 8 letters.
Also, I don't believe you love me, so...
Do you wish to be loved? Doesn't everyone?
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt hated? Yeah.
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 Do you have any addictions?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Looks into my corner of collections.
I was gonna say that answer made it sound like scratches her arm, sniffs her finger real quick. Yeah, I got some addictions, all right.
Picks up my vape.
Well, nothing illegal and nothing like drug related, but I do collect a lot of things, and I get addicted to like getting the entire set.
Cut to Ruby's like syringe collection.
No.
Shove syringes into closet.
Do you dislike the color pink? No, it's fine.
I like pink.
Oddly, yes, even though sometimes it's weird. I don't like pink, but like on certain characters, certain items, I think it accents them well. So, yes, I dislike the color pink, but majority rules here, no.
Does the color gray seem depressing? My entire house is gray and blue. No.
Gray is just very, like,
It's
bland.
neutral. It's a very neutral
Yeah.
color. It's not supposed to invoke emotion or anything like that. I wouldn't say it's depressing.
It's very calming.
Not for me, but it's.
I feel like
It's just boring.
the lack of, like, emotion in and of itself could be seen as depressing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would say no. Gray isn't depressing of a color. It's just very, like, nothing of a color.
Yeah.
I'm so
But I can
offended right now.
But I can see why people would think of that.
Do you enjoy loud music? Yeah.
On occasion.
I was gonna say occasionally.
I play Use Dash at 50 volume across the board.
I play Mustache at 4. Do you like to dance? Yes.
No.
Oh, I love to dance.
I hate dancing.
Would you consider yourself normal? No.
No.
That's what the mask is for.
That's what.
Do you love your parents? Yes.
No. Yeah. Yes, I do. Joking.
Oh, Charles.
Hi, Mom!
I feign my love for them.
I noticed Steve hasn't answered.
I said yes. I said yes, and then Charles said yes, no.
Have you ever been lied to? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get angry often?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Murderous
Majority
intent,
rules.
yes.
Do you hold grudges? Yes.
I like to think I don't, but I do. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I'm like, I'm easygoing, but I'm like, nah, I still hate people from, like, elementary school.
And I am very much one that, like, you remember that time 3 years ago you did such and such?
Yeah.
No.
I try to not do that. I'm working on that.
Have you ever forgiven someone? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Forgive and forget.
I feel like this is just making us really bad people right now. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done, but still did it anyway?
Okay,
Yes.
I was gonna say before we answer that, who said it? Steve? Did you say it? No, Ruby said that this is making us look like bad people. I want to say that I've kind of come to the understanding that that's what this quiz is specifically meant to do.
Make us look bad.
To an extent, like, you start to question yourself about it.
Yeah, well, it's all trying to, like, figure out your morals, and then this game is like, yeah, but why did you say that?
Yeah. Have you ever done something you know you shouldn't have done, but still did it? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Have you ever broken a rule? Yes.
I've been a child
Have I-
before, yes.
Yeah.
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 Have you ever lied? Yeah.
No.
Have you ever cheated on a test? No.
Technically not on a test, so no.
I don't ever remember cheating, so I can't really give a definitive answer, but I have been cheated off of. So,
Same.
I can say I've been cheated on.
That too. Well, that's reassuring.
Ah, thanks.
Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? No.
do
Not
you
necessarily.
think flowers are more beautiful than trees?
I like a good landscape shot, so I'm fine with trees.
Yeah.
I mean, you also have like the sakura trees that, you know, have their own kind of flower or blooms, or like fruit trees.
I like the
Yeah.
blossoms.
And I kind of like the look of forests, even when they're like creepy, foggy forests.
I think I prefer trees more than flowers, for sure.
Yeah.
Flowers give me allergies. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Every day.
Yeah.
Ruby's a furry confirmed.
I could be a cat. I could be as fat as I want, as lazy as I want. No
Yeah,
responsibilities.
Absolutely.
Everyone still love me.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm definitely learning more about you two.
The judgment in his voice.
Your birthday's coming up. I'm gonna get you a cat suit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Actually, those are expensive as fuck, dude.
Yeah. Just for you, Ruby. Don't worry.
No.
I know that's always what you wanted.
No, thank you.
Do you believe you have psychic powers? Now, I want to preface this with that I've had people straight up be like, "You're an absolute empath," but I don't think.
To be fair, Ruby's done that to me as well. A lot of times I'm thinking something and she'll say what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just because she knows me.
But I don't think. Yeah. But I don't think I have psychic powers. I think I'm just empathetic to people, and I'm very good at reading, like, the emotions.
I was gonna say, out of everyone here, my brain is rocks, so I feel like I'd be easy to read.
I was gonna say, I think I just more so am able to connect with people.
Yeah.
Even when I don't want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever seen a ghost? Yes.
Yeah.
A ghost?
Yes,
Well,
I
I've never
have.
seen a ghost because they're invisible.
Steve.
Oh no, I've seen things.
I have as well. Yeah.
I've not seen ghosts.
Do
you dream often?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I go to bed, that's kind of what happens.
No,
I dream a lot.
I don't dream a lot. However, it's been weird because I've been dreaming a little more recently in my life than I have before. And it gets weird because in all of my dreams now, I'm always being hunted down for something. Don't know why I'm being hunted down, but people are out to kill me in my dreams.
Why are you hiding the shit, Charles? Do you have nightmares often? 6 out of 7 days, yeah.
Nope.
I guess that would go under what I've just said, but still, no, I don't get them often. But
Every night,
Yeah.
baby. Every night. Sleep paralysis, too. It's not fun. Do you
I've
suffer from anxiety attacks? Yes.
Nope.
I don't think I've had an anxiety attack in a long time, so I'm gonna say
I was gonna
no.
say, yeah, I haven't had one in a while.
I'm a ball of anxiety now. But I just don't get attacks.
Most of the time I'm easygoing. It's more so when I am stressed. It's very, like, tonal change for me.
Yeah, paralyzing.
Every time I
almost.
go to Walmart.
Yeah, Ruby just doesn't do well with people.
I don't like crowds. I can't do it. Well, it's more like less. I don't like crowds. I mean, I don't, but it's more. I guess like a claustrophobic feeling of like being surrounded and there's too many people, and I go into like sensory overload between like it's loud, too many people are touching me. It's like too many different sensations. It's very bright,
Yeah.
and I just go into sensory overload.
Also, could I point something out real quick?
Yeah.
Is it just me, or are those letters under the bear starting to spell something out? Like, originally they looked like nothing, but...
No, they look the same. I was trying to
to
figure
be-
it out at the beginning.
To be fair, I looked away from the screen for a second, then looked back, and I swear, like, I saw another face on that doll. But like I'm looking at it now, I'm like, oh no, there's like the eyes and the hair and everything. But like I could have sworn I saw like one of those optical illusions where it's like a face in a face kind of deal.
Right. Do you
But-
suffer from depression?
Yes.
No.
I've never been diagnosed, so I'm going to say no. But I do know I probably get it from my biological mother.
So that's a no.
So, yeah, no, because I've never been diagnosed.
I have.
But I've also never gone to get diagnosed, so, yeah, there's that.
Do you exercise often and stay active?
No.
I try, but no.
No.
Yeah, no.
I try to, but
I
fall
always
off the wagon.
I always start to get into a routine and then just stop.
Yeah.
I swear it's like an attention thing for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
things get boring, and I either forget or just drop
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Is there a particular type of food that you despise? Yes.
Is there a particular type of food I despise?
I mean, I don't like tomatoes, but like
Yeah, I don't either.
I could like live with them.
Yeah, I can eat fruits and veggies, but like pinpointing one out of all the others. Like, I wouldn't say I despise that type of food, so I would say
If
no.
you put asparagus on my plate, I will not eat.
Dude, grilled asparagus, though? Kind
No.
of good. Like,
No.
yeah.
So that's, like for me, I'm not a fan of like raw vegetables either.
I love
when-
raw veggies. I
They
won't
gotta
eat
be
cooked
cooked for
things.
me.
No, I
They
won't
gotta
eat.
be
I
cooked.
won't eat cooked veggies aside from like
No.
beans and like pot pie kind of thing.
Like it's got to be like if someone comes over with like a veggie platter with like the little thing of ranch and like broccoli and carrots.
Yeah, I'll munch the hell out of the broccoli and carrots.
As a
I'll
kid,
steal
I
all the
would
carrots. You can keep the ranch.
As-
I'll steal all the carrots.
I was gonna say, as a kid, what I would do is literally get like one of the plastic spoons and just get like a scoop of ranch, and that was all I would eat. On
Oh
that
my god, Steve.
thing. Either that or just get like a bunch of like cheese and crackers, and then just like put ranch on my plate, and then just walk away.
Oh my god.
I hated, and I still do, like raw vegetables. Like they're just blech.
Ugh.
Like if they're cooked, they're fine.
But
I'm
cooked
still not
veggies
a-
are mushy and bleh.
Wait, cooked what?
Cooked
Veggies?
veggies are mushy and bleh.
See, it depends for me. Like, if I'm eating, like a roast, and it has, like, cooked carrots and stuff in it, I'll eat it. It's not my favorite part, and I'll typically save it for the start of the meal, because I want to get them out of the way. But, for the most part, I'll eat cooked or raw.
See, I'll eat it on certain occasions, like you said, kind of like when you have a roast and it has the carrots and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll eat it in like pot pie and vegetable soup. But in all of these cases, you're not getting like a singular flavor of that, but like just like cooked carrots by themselves, I'm not gonna eat that.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I think I just don't like carrots either. For the longest time, I'm like raw carrots disgusting, cooked carrots okay. But now that I'm thinking about it, like, I would much rather have any other vegetable, cooked or raw, and not be carrots.
Steve just doesn't like carrots.
Because my main answer for the longest time was like, oh yeah, if someone's cooking it in a roast and like the carrots are like cooked in like the juices of the meat, then that's fine. But the argument and rebuttal I would always get is like, oh, well, then does it taste like carrots? I'm like, exactly.
Yeah. Also,
If someone's cooking carrots in my Thanksgiving turkey, it just tastes like mushy turkey juices, and I'm fine with that.
yeah. Also, I think we're all kind of unanimous on no on this one outside of, like, specific things, but no particular type that we hate.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but yeah.
Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Yes. Yeah.
I feel like being the positive one of the group is really making me the third wheel here.
Well, I tend to try and stay positive, but, like, after having my heart toyed around with a lot and being cheated on, like, I personally have not reeled back from that.
I think it's also a thing of like me out of the three of us, and not to be like mean or conceited or anything, but like having the most, I guess, like rich white person life.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of got handed things. I grew up in like a good neighborhood. I got lucky, and my parents paid for everything for the longest time. So my outlook on life is like everything's fine because I never had to really do anything or worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
But that leaves you, Ruby. Are you emotionally wounded?
Have you
Really?
ever felt betrayed? Yes.
Have you ever felt betrayed? Absolutely. Like, I'll point back to what I said a second ago. I've been cheated on, so yeah.
Betrayed is a heavy word. I off the top of my head, I can't feel like I've ever been betrayed. But
Well,
it's 2 out of 3.
I guess it depends on your idea. Like, yes, it's a heavy word, but, like, has anyone, like, betrayed your trust by lying to you and it kind of, like, you were taken aback by it?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like that's ever happened to me.
Okay.
So no for me, but that's 2 yeses. So.
Do you ever feel lost in life? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that one for sure. Not all the time, but there's a lot of moments.
Would you consider yourself a natural leader?
No.
In some situations.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like head of the pack, but most of the time I feel like I'm just following others.
I'd say in general, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it?
Yeah. Redo.
Less of a redo and more of erase.
Well, yeah, but you have to erase the drawing to redo the drawing.
Okay, how in this situation are you going to redo the world if it's blown up?
I'm not gonna redo the world.
You're just gonna erase it.
Yeah, something else, or can do it.
I feel like I would say yes, but less in the like, oh, this is going to end the world, and more like, ooh, buttons.
Curiosity.
Ruby sees the big flashing red button.
But
What's this one do?
You would be
DD,
surprised.
get out of my laboratory.
I was thinking more of the Ren and Stimpy.
Oh,
You know who you're dealing with?
yeah. But with that in mind, Ruby, like, say you do have a button in front of you, outside of the ooh button, press it.
Yeah.
You know it's going to destroy the world.
Mr. President, that button destroys the world, and you say yes or no.
I don't think you understand how strong the like, ooh, buttons.
See, this is why.
So
I
if you
vote for
remember,
president.
if you remember when we were buying the house, and like I was looking at it, and I immediately apologized, like, I'm sorry, I'm a child, I'm gonna open every door, I'm gonna press every button, I'm gonna look at everything, just because like it's a thing. It's less like it's
when
less
you're
of.
buying,
But
when
it's
you're buying a house, it's more of like I want to see what this house has to offer. And
no,
every
no, no,
nook and
because
cranny.
it's not even that though. It's just like I have to like see that it doesn't matter what it's going to do. I have to like pull the lever, push the button. I'm that one kid, at least when I was a kid, and I try to avoid this now, but sometimes I still do it. They would like go down the aisle, down the toy aisle, and press like all of the try me buttons. Like I know what it's going to do, and I know that it's annoying, but like I have to press the button.
I feel like the next question is going to be like, "Do you have ADD?"
Yeah.
Anyway, that's 2 out of 3. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Again, doesn't everyone to some extent?
Yeah. I
Even in
daydream
most
that a lot.
circumstances. Yeah, like even in most circumstances, like the villain imagines himself as being the hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, villain is the hero of their own story.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Have you ever been bullied? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
such confidence in that answer.
Have you not noticed all of the weird shit I do? I'm not surprised. Have you ever bullied someone else?
Shoes on the other foot.
Yes, I have.
I bully Steve all the time.
That is true.
I was a dick in high school. And I never meant for it to be intentional, but I have done it.
I would say yes, because I do like pick on Steve a lot, but I would say that it is also in good fun and not intended to be.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Well, so I remember back in high school we had this friend who he was just kind of that guy who sets himself up, and we always poked fun at him. And, we're friends, so we're just being assholes to each other because that's what friends do sometimes. And he sometimes took it the wrong way, and I felt like an asshole for it, but we continued to do it regardless.
See, I hope that if it ever like crossed the line, someone would be like, Ruby, that's too far, so that I could back off.
Well, yeah, no, it's not that we do it immediately after we hurt him, but we would always end up going back to it.
Oh no, I wasn't saying like for you, because I mean like obviously when you're a teenager or younger, like things are But I'm saying that I hope that I've progressed to a point now that if you're like, hey, that's too far, like, that actually hurt, that I'd be like, oh shit, sorry, I'm not gonna, yeah, like, I'm not gonna do that if that. But
That's
I
fair.
think unanimously,
Unanimously.
everyone said yes.
I didn't say anything.
You said yes in your heart.
I didn't. I didn't.
It would have been 2-1 anyways.
I was gonna say, if Ruby and you said yes, then I don't get an answer.
Well, that's
Would
not
you consider?
fair.
Yeah, no, you can answer.
Yeah, hold on.
I thought I heard you say yes.
No, I didn't say anything.
Now, after the question has passed, though, have you ever bullied somebody?
Well, it doesn't matter now.
He
bullies me.
Okay.
Would I consider myself a dreamer?
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, let's be honest, Steve. You bully me. It's
I was
it's like
gonna-
a mutual thing.
see, my thing was gonna be that's less bullying and more teasing. Like, I feel like
Well,
the
so is the
definition
other, but
Well, I feel like the definition of bully is like mean-spirited, whereas you and I like know what's in good fun. And my answer was going to be that I knew bullies, I hung out with bullies, but I was also kind of like the person in the background. Like, I never did any of the bullying.
facilitating the bullying by not saying anything or standing up is just as bad, if not worse, as bullying in itself.
Yeah, but I'm not the bad guy here. I'm just a minion.
But
To
still,
be fair, I think in elementary school and both in high school,
you would still be an accessory to it, because it's like,
I
I didn't
I
murder
was-
him, I just applied the gun.
I was popular enough to be friends with the bully and be friends with the bullied. I somehow, like, osmosis Jones my way into, like, every friend group.
You hear this shit over here, like, I was so popular. Good for
I
you.
was prom king, and I didn't even go to prom.
Good for you.
I was oddly popular, but I didn't.
That's
like
what I was just saying. I think just because like I was sympathetic to kind of everyone,
Yeah.
I got along with everybody. But when it comes to like, I had so many friends, I'm like, no, I didn't. I went home and fucking played Xbox Live by myself.
Yeah.
Everyone knew who I was because of my brother, because my brother was on the football team and very popular. So generally, if people spoke to me outside of my smaller friend group, it was just like, oh, hey, you're like such and such a sister, right? Yep.
Yeah, no one knew my brother when I was in high school, and my teachers kind of forgot who he was, so
Yeah.
I didn't have that problem.
Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Yes.
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 Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally?
Actually, what I was
Yes.
talking about earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find space fascinating?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
No.
Too bad.
Would you consider yourself to be an artist?
No.
Eh.
Ruby,
What?
as the artist of the group.
This is my answer from my personal feelings.
Okay.
Would you underline you consider yourself?
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Am I an artist? No.
No, I'm not.
Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? No.
Yes.
I'd like to believe I am, but I know I'm not.
See, I would love to say yes, but then I also know that sometimes people text me or want to talk to me and I don't answer for 2-3 weeks, or forget things, or...
I mean, this just kind of goes back to me being sympathetic with everybody. Everyone liked me just because I was, like, a good listener. So I would consider myself a good friend. Please hire me. I will be your good friend.
Charles, you said no?
Yeah, no.
Would you consider yourself to be flawed?
Yeah.
Everybody is, yeah.
Have you ever fantasized about being a supervillain or performing a heinous, egregious crime?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you believe in perfection?
No.
No, but I try very hard.
I literally just said everyone is flawed, so...
Yeah.
no.
Have you ever stolen from someone?
Yes.
Like purposefully?
Yes.
Or like accidentally?
Purposefully.
purposefully?
No, I'm saying, like, are we counting accidentally? Because accidentally, yes. Purposefully, I've never gone out like, I'm stealing this from you.
I
Well,
feel like
it's kind of the loaded question of it doesn't matter if it was an accident or on purpose. Have you ever?
Because, like, can I borrow a pen and then I forget that it's a borrowed pen?
Yeah.
Would you ever kill someone under any circumstance?
Probably.
Well, if you open up any circumstances, then yeah.
Yeah, I would.
I'm sure there's at least one or two in which I would.
In my brain, there are many circumstances.
I'm not very violent.
I'm not violent. I like to talk big from time to time.
I'm not outwardly violent.
But kill is, again, a heavy word to throw around.
Yes, but in any circumstance.
I was gonna say, any circumstance, yeah, that leaves the book wide open for anything to happen.
Yeah. So, like, someone's coming to kill you, are you going to kill them?
I was gonna say, in this, under any circumstance, for me, would more so be like an eye for an eye,
Yeah.
Yeah.
rather than like, who took my last Snickers bar.
No, that
Hope you
person's
would kill
getting
someone
their
over that.
throat slit.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? Would you kill a man?
No. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone?
No. I don't think I would. No,
Yeah,
absolutely I would. I take that back. I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to hold off from telling you guys and my other
Yeah,
friends.
I feel like there's too many people that are important to me that would obviously, miss me if I had one day to live.
Yeah. I would start putting out my will and be like, okay, you are getting this, and you are getting this.
I don't have
Yeah,
anything
I-
to give anyone.
I feel like it'd be the smart thing to do to be like, alright, I gotta do my will, but like, it's my last day to live. I'm gonna go like celebrate because I know I'm never gonna have a chance to do that again.
I would probably lay in bed.
I don't.
Do I know I have one day to live?
Well,
Yes.
you would have to
Is-
know if
is
you
this
were to
like-
tell anybody.
You know what I'd do? I'd go skydiving. Actually, no, I
Rocky
wouldn't. I said
Mountain
earlier. I hate skydiving.
climbing.
That's why.
I
You,
would.
and then it turns out that's why you only had one day to live.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went skydiving without a parachute.
uh,
I feel like that'd be less than one day to live. It'd be like,
actually,
10 minutes.
if I had one day to live, I would probably get a bottle of whiskey, maybe two, and just
bottle of Jack.
get into a call with all of my friends and get wasted and fucking just have a good time.
I'm reminded of that like super old, like season 2 or 3 of The Simpsons, where like Homer had one day to live. I'm trying to remember what he did.
I don't think I would tell anyone.
I would tell people.
Yeah.
Because I would want, like, one more just, like, normal day, and I wouldn't want anyone to treat me differently.
I guess that's one way to look at it. I
Yeah.
just feel like
Because,
after,
I mean,
like the next day when I'm gone and forgotten, like I don't want to be forgotten or people to wonder like.
well,
what
yeah, but I
happened to
mean,
me.
like, in general, because you don't know when you're gonna die, that's kind of just what happens.
Yeah.
So, like, the natural flow of things is that people don't know. It just...
Right, but
So
I think,
I would keep that natural...
but
Depends if it's like under natural circumstances or not. If like I go to work tomorrow and get in a car crash and die, that's one thing. But if I'm like 90 in the hospital, it's kind of like written on the wall there.
yeah. Well, and this is how I look at it. Like, for you guys being some of my best friends, like you two, my other one, and my other few friends who live a state away from me. They wouldn't, like, you guys wouldn't be able to know unless I said something. Like, I wouldn't have anybody to
like
say
if
something about it.
exactly like if we're just like, I wonder where Charles has been. Like he hasn't answered our Discord calls in like a week.
Yeah.
We would just assume that you just like left. I mean, eventually it's kind of that thing of like,
It
he
dawns.
hasn't said anything in a week.
Yeah.
It kind of dawns on you like, yeah, he's just gone.
See, I feel like you guys are gonna scream at me. I broke my pen.
Ruby's gonna say
Ruby!
she doesn't care about
What the
us.
fuck? You broke your pen?
No, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, for me, aside from like the day it happened, I feel like people would be sad the day I died, maybe. But beyond that, wouldn't really care or affect their lives. So,
Ruby, I like cry for a week when I leave you. Knowing I would never see you again, I think I would care for a little while.
Yeah.
let's see, for a little while, like the day I died, and then you're good.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, Ruby's dead. All right.
No, I
Day
would.
two.
I would be busted for. Like it would probably get shoved to the dark recesses, the fucking. I almost said recesses. The darkest depths of my brain to kind of cope, but like I would always have that like. One day
Ruby
I'd be
dies.
doing something.
Charles breaks out the Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah. No, I would be that
The
person
bitch
that,
is
like,
gone.
like a year after your death, I'd probably be like doing something, just my normal everyday life, and then it would just hit me, and I'd probably bust out crying.
It sounded like Charles can't eat Reese's Pieces until Ruby dies.
The bitch is gone. She won't steal any
He just
from
has,
half a country away.
He's got like a little packet of peanut butter cups just sitting on his desk this entire time, like one day.
One day I'll get to savor
One
this.
day. I've never had peanut butter and chocolate at the same time.
It's like a bullet
One
with your
day.
name on it, but it's just a package. He's
He has a hatchet under his pillow just waiting.
So when can I come visit you guys?
But this is 2-1, yes. have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone?
How dark are we talking here?
Your darkest.
Actually, yes, I have. I've told people.
I'm just trying to think of what dark secrets I have.
I've come to the point that, like,
I live a boring life.
I've come to the point that I try to talk about, like, past trauma and quote-unquote secrets because I'm hoping that by doing that, maybe I can move past it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's fair for me as well. Like, dark parts of my life I've shared. But, like, they're not really secrets.
Yeah, no, like, I think they mean, like, that dark piece of memory
Yeah,
or
I guess that
whatever
makes
that
sense,
you
like-
wouldn't want to really tell anybody, but maybe
Secrets
your
is kind of
closest
in, like,
friends.
quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had told you guys about 3 years of my life in which certain circumstances and different things had happened that I don't want to go into on here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, remember, we're recording this, Ruby.
Yeah, I was about to say for you. You don't have to say anything.
I left it very vague.
Yeah.
But yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? No.
No.
Trust issues, bitch. Do you know who I am? The plague doctor? No.
Yeah, she never said her name or what she's doing here.
Yeah, no, I don't know who you are.
I
Yeah.
think she's supposed to be personifying death, but
It's
I don't know for sure.
possible.
So, no.
No.
Yeah, we don't know who you are.
Well, I know who you are.
Oh
Good
yeah,
for
then who
you.
am I?
Tell me.
Steve.
Yeah, say my name, why don't you?
If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? If anyone appeared behind me right now, I would scream.
Yes. Yes,
I
absolutely.
mean, I'm like
I'm home
next to a
alone.
wall. I don't think she could appear behind me. That's what I'm saying. There's a wall behind me. If she
Her
appeared
face
behind
just.
me-
Her face comes through the wall. Steven!
Stupid.
I was gonna say if she appeared behind me, she'd be outside.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to answer that yet. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? See, this is why I think that she's personifying death, because this is kind of like the thing that she's alluding to.
Yeah, if I told you I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you?
No.
No.
Because you're pixels.
Yeah, you're on my screen.
Yeah. And unless this is like spooky Sonic EXE type shit going on.
Which the problem
She's gonna
is...
pop out of the
Forever
screen.
will be in my Etsy thing, damn it.
No, the thing is, my entire room is dark and it's dark outside. So, I'm getting chills, but that's about it.
I mean, this technically is a horror game.
Yeah.
It's only taken us, an hour and a half to get to the horror part.
Of course not. That would be silly, now wouldn't it?
It would. You are correct. Random.
Would you
chibi
consider
girl.
yourself to be empathetic? Yes, we've all kind of went over that.
We were this... Like,
Day late, dollar short, witch lady.
we talked about this like 30 questions ago.
Yeah.
I forget which one is which. Empathetic versus sympathetic.
Empathetic is the feeling of someone else's emotions. Like you empathize with, like you're able to understand them through emotion.
Then what's sympathetic? I thought that's what that was.
Well, sympathetic is more so that, like, you feel, quote-unquote, like, bad for someone, but you've never experienced it, and you don't completely understand what they're going through, so you more so sympathize, whereas empathetic is, like, you understand more of how they're feeling, why they're feeling it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're able to
Then,
feel what
I mean, any sort of pathetic, I feel pathetic. Yes.
Okay!
Jesus Christ.
Moving on.
Well, empathetic, sympathetic.
Would you consider yourself to be romantic?
Yeah.
I am romantic.
I'm a hopeless romantic.
Sadly.
I get let down with that a lot.
I am also a hopeless romantic.
Simply because, and like, before Steve gets offended, because it's nothing against him, but, like, in that regard that, like, I see, and it's really stupid, it makes no sense, but, like, in that you see, like, movies and things and the way that things work and the reactions or, like, the way people do things, it's like, I want someone to do that for me, but, like, that's clearly very unrealistic and not something that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm offended.
Good. Have you been in a physical fight? Many.
Yes.
Nope.
2-1. Are you prone to headaches? Yes.
Not really.
I wouldn't. I get headaches from time to time, but I wouldn't say I'm prone to them
Yeah. Prone makes it sound like I get them, like,
every day.
yeah, at least, like, once a week. So that's...
Well, that's 2-1.
Yeah.
Do you look at the ground when you walk? Yes.
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
depression. 2, I don't like people. 3, I'm very clumsy.
So yeah,
Sometimes I
I mean,
just look down.
yeah.
Are you attracted to the opposite sex?
Yes.
I'm just married to one.
I was gonna say, you wanna elaborate on that, no, Ruby?
It is very sarcastic. Would you ever shave your head?
Already did.
I've thought about it before. I don't think I ever would.
Sure.
Then do it right now, Ruby.
In certain circumstances. And, like, it didn't say it had to be the whole head, so I could do, like, an undercut or only half the head.
No, I've done the whole head. I have pictures.
2-1. Are you attracted to muscular bodies?
No.
No. They freak me out, honestly. Like when people are bulging in weird places.
Yeah.
Do you ever dance when no one is looking?
No.
Yes.
All the time. It's the best kind of dancing.
Do you trust your best friend entirely? I have a best friend.
Yeah, Ruby, me. Thanks for that.
Like I say, do I count?
Yeah, I trust you guys. Mostly.
Yeah, I was gonna say entirely.
No.
See, and it's double-edged. Once again, it's like, I really want to say yes, because I do trust you guys. But there's always those thoughts at the back of my head, like, what the fuck's going on when I'm not around?
I feel like
Yeah, Charles, we talk all the shit about you all the time.
I feel like we'd have a lot different answers if we weren't all three of us doing this quiz.
I mean, I said no. because I trust you guys, but there are certain things that I would share with certain people and not others. Like, there's some things that, like, only my parents know. There's some things that I keep that only I know, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. So, do you trust your best friend entirely? No. Like, I want to, but just my insecurities about things.
Do you trust us entirely, Steven?
I was gonna say, what if I said yes?
It's still 2-1.
Like, no, I don't trust Steve. No, I don't trust Steve either. I'm like,
No, we love you, Steve, but...
I trust you guys. No, but it is a thing of, like, I trust you with a lot, but at the same time, like, entirely is one of those heavy words again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's asking a little too much of me.
Yeah.
Do you remember your childhood extremely well?
No.
No, I spent a lot of it falling down. In hospitals and doctors' offices. That's about all I remember.
What happened. I barely remember what happened like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
Dude.
20-something years is a bit much.
Dude,
Did I have breakfast?
Did you have breakfast?
Did you have breakfast?
I don't know.
I had breakfast.
See, I all I remember of my high school years is my freshman year and my senior year. Like, my junior and sophomore years are completely blank to me because reasons.
See, this entire time I'm kind of like waiting for a jump scare to happen.
Boo.
Yeah.
Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? As much as I would like to say no, probably.
No, I don't think I would.
Now, technically, you can rob a bank and get away with it. You just got to be like good at robbing banks.
Yeah. Well, and just not leaving a single trace of DNA behind, which is hard because you're going to be sweating, running, touching cameras, yeah.
Motion sensors, people, unlocking the safe.
Yeah, there's no way you don't rob a bank now, and there's no witness to you.
Unless I could pause time, rob the bank, and then leave.
Yeah.
And then restart time.
But we don't have that kind of time.
But that's a Twilight Zone episode.
Dude, Twilight Zone. I feel like we're on an episode of Twilight Zone right now.
I feel like the circumstances would still get me caught regardless.
Yeah.
Like... Okay, Ruby. What did you guys say?
I would probably not do it even if I could get away with it.
And Ruby, you said you would.
Listen, I said I would love to say no, but like...
So I am the final choice.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
I feel like Steve would.
For me, like, you could... It goes back to the thing that I was saying earlier, of, like, you would get caught eventually. Because even if you go to the bank, walk in the safe, grab $1 million and walk out, no questions.
Okay, so listen...
I feel like, that's weird. This Steve guy suddenly has $1 million in his bank account and is spending a lot of money. Where did he get that money from?
No, you'd be stupid if you did that shit, man. So you don't put it in a bank.
I'm gonna put it under my mattress.
Well, you don't do that either. Anyway, you find a good hiding spot. I'm not going to tell you where I would hide it because, like, other people will see this. But no, you don't put it in a bank and you don't start spending a ton.
Guys, I want you to understand that Ruby has just admitted that she is willing to rob a bank because she is not willing to tell us her hiding spot.
Ruby's already got this point.
Yeah.
Listen, my grandmother and my grandfather didn't trust banks, and they had a good hiding spot for shit. I'm never gonna give that away, but
no, I respect
that.
There.
Your whole
this
thing
turned into a scavenger hunt. Anyone watching this video, the money's still out there.
No, listen. Your thing is don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to rob anything and you got a bunch of money, you would not put it in a bank. At least, if you're smart, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And
wait a minute, you rob a bank. Here, let me just put it back into the bank.
Here, I recently inherited... no, you wouldn't put it in a bank, and you wouldn't immediately start spending. Because if you started spending, like, on big things, of course people are going to be like, oh, look, Ruby got a new car, Ruby, she fixed the house, or, like, she suddenly bought that lawnmower she really needs.
You
But-
kind of make yourself out to be like, oh, now I understand. This money left this bank one day, and now this person has all of this.
Yeah,
See-
no, you don't do that. You slowly, like, over time, you start putting it into your bank, like,
See,
$20,
Ruby-
$30 at a time on an extra paycheck every now and again, and then no one's suspicious.
Yeah.
Ruby started this by saying, if you did it smart. My thing is, I'm not smart. I was the one who said, let's rob the bank, and then put the money back into the bank. So I'm gonna have to say no on this one, because I am not to be trusted with robbing a bank.
Please, everyone, please be very aware that I do not plan on actually robbing a bank.
The money's
She
still out there,
does.
folks.
Shut the fuck up!
For it. Ruby's address is...
Oh, no. Do you ever dream about running from a killer?
Actually, I just
I
talked
was
about
gonna say,
that
didn't
from
Charles
my-
just say that?
Yes.
I'm gonna say no. But
Do you ever dream about falling off of a cliff?
Yes.
Yes.
I've done
I
that
just dream about
in
falling.
I've done that in class. Like, actually, no.
Yeah, and then your whole body does that whole, like...
Yeah, but
Yeah.
actually, I do remember one specific dream I had. I was, my bed was on the floor. It didn't have like the legs underneath it or whatever at the time. I just didn't. I didn't like being closer to the ground. But I'll never forget. I was sleeping, and in my dream, I was literally on the edge of a cliff, rolling around on my side. And I woke up to rolling off of my bed as I was falling off the cliff.
Also, I'm sorry, but I just thought about, like, you know how everyone, like, memes about the FBI agent, like, watching them through their computer, and just, like, the guy slowly going over my bank account over the past few years. Like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Well, you said you're burying your money in a hole somewhere, so...
I never said I was burying it anyway.
I feel like you might get a few, like, black vans near your neighborhood more than people checking your bank account.
I never said I would bury anything.
Yeah, she never said Barry. She just said hi.
Oh, I still feel like there's going to be some surveillance vans. You live in a neighborhood with like 3 cops on your block.
You walk.
Perfect! No one suspects a thing.
You walk
I
out.
feel like the
You walk out into a wooded area, and there's just cameras like attached to the trees.
Where'd she hide this shit, man?
yeah,
No, I have no money.
the trees have eyes.
Do you ever dream about being naked in public?
I've had that
No,
dream.
not on
before.
purpose.
That's what we call a wet dream.
Steve, did you just out yourself?
What?
Well,
Did you just out yourself?
Steve is an exhibitionist.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's a yes for the two of them.
No. Actually, yes.
I have nightmares seeing myself naked, much less other
I was
people.
gonna say,
Yes, I've had a dream about being naked.
but not in public.
No, in public.
No, see, me not publicly. I've never had that, like, I'm presenting and suddenly I'm naked in front of my class.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely happened to me.
No, I've never had that.
Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Yes!
To a degree, yeah.
Ruby dragged me along here.
Yes. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes.
Do you enjoy
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you like being the center of attention? No. Hell no.
No.
Depends.
2-1. Do you feel like something is always watching you? We already went over this. Yes.
And I got no privacy. Sorry, I got a lot of song references.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? No.
Yes.
I would die immediately.
Probably cold.
Well, it said go to space, not like you could be in a ship.
Yeah, like you're an astronaut.
Yeah. Yes,
I would
have.
die immediately.
I have wondered like what spice is like.
Spice.
What spice is like?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, my Canadian is showing.
Let me bring you some peppers, sir. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience?
Yeah.
Why am I eating peppers in space?
Because you said spice.
Yeah.
Spice? What does that have to do with peppers?
They're spicy.
They're spicy.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I didn't realize you guys were making fun of me because I said spice.
We literally said you said spice like 4
Because
times.
I thought because I said space differently. I didn't put it like space and spice.
Yeah, you didn't put 2 and 2 together immediately.
Yeah.
2 and 2 equals 4, except in Steve's case. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience?
Yeah.
You saying I'm dumb?
No.
Because you're right. Out of body experience, like I leave my body.
Like dissociating.
Yeah.
Or like sleep paralysis, and where like you're kind of awake, you can kind of feel your body, but you can't control it because you're not in it.
Is this like Doctor Strange, where like I'm floating outside my body? I'm like, yo, that's me.
Yeah.
It could
Something
be,
like
yeah.
that.
No.
Usually for me though, it's not like, hey, that's me. It's like, that's not me. That's not what I look like, is it?
Yeah. For me, I've had the experience. I couldn't tell you specifically.
Wait.
Have you ever punched a nun?
No.
I'm gonna say no on this one.
Yeah, no.
Do you like dogs better than cats? In general,
Yes.
but I like both.
Mm,
I'm a dog person.
I like them both fairly equally, but I'd have to say I like cats more.
Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? Yes, but I know you're both going to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still wondering why I asked if you've ever punched a nun? No, I just laughed and moved on.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like they were gonna ask that question of like, are you sure you never punched a nun before? So
They're gonna like jump scare us with a nun. We had to punch our mother.
Punch the
Jump
screen.
scare.
Yeah.
Do you get starstruck easily? No.
I read that at Starbucks.
Yes, do you have $12 for your drink, sir?
Do you get Starbucks easily?
Do you get starstruck easily? So, my knowledge is
I'm gonna say
failing
no.
me. Specifically, what does it mean by starstruck?
So, like,
Like-
if you ever met a famous person that you've seen that's, like, in a show or something that you like, would you be one of the, like, fanboys? It's like, oh my god, I love you! Ah!
Basically, it's asking you, do you simp?
Yeah, no.
No.
Thank you, Steve, for layman's terms, I guess.
Though I would love to
problem.
meet Bill Murray.
Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Yes.
Yeah.
With a passion. With a fiery, fiery passion.
Yeah, I do.
Not all the time, no.
2 to 1. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? I hate my birthdays.
I equally hate my birthdays.
I just like icing on cake.
Okay. Seriously, though, have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just bam, right in the face, nun punch.
No.
See,
Still
now,
no.
now it makes me want to.
You're like, yeah, next nun I see, just... I've never seen a nun in
I'm
person.
genuinely expecting like a jump scare of a nun though.
Did you laugh?
Yeah.
A little. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even aloud? No.
Yes, I did.
Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun? Yes.
Wait, hold on. Read
Yeah.
that again.
Are you now
Are you now
eager to
eager?
somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon?
Oh no, no.
I
Yes.
did say yes, yeah.
If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to punch a nun, so.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you masturbate frequently? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not hiding anything. Yeah. What are your two answers? Waiting on someone else in this hive mind.
I think.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
The game said to answer truthfully, people.
Yes. Shamefully,
Three.
yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Are you wondering what constitutes as frequently? No,
No.
not really.
I know what frequently means.
Yeah.
Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? A little bit.
Yeah.
No, not really. Not really.
No, I'm more.
Is your mouth dry?
I'm more like worried that a nun is going to jump through the screen. No, my mouth is not dry.
I mean,
Yes,
I'm kind
but-
of parched.
I was gonna say yes, but nothing to do with the game.
Yeah. I'm just thirsty.
Does profanity make you uncomfortable?
No.
No.
What's your profanity?
What's your profanity?
Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? I believe in the potential reality of those.
Yeah, but when it comes down to reality, I would have to say no. Like our current space of reality, I would say no.
Yeah, especially with the two that they present, Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot. I don't believe either of those exist, so I'm gonna say no.
Are you poor with money management?
Yep. Terrible.
Yeah, I would straight up give someone the shirt off my back.
If Ruby wasn't keeping me in line, I would get my paycheck and then spend it within like 2 days.
On Pokemon cards?
No.
Choose one of these numbers that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Okay, I know which one you guys are going for.
No.
Which one?
11.
No, 13.
Nope. 13, yeah? 13 is 13 is my
It's
favorite
gonna
number.
know 11 or 13. Yeah, shoot, same.
Yeah.
12 is my favorite number. Choose one of these colors that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment.
Red.
No,
Purple.
purple.
Okay. But red though.
But purple, though. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment.
None of these really.
Wicked.
Wicked, sick,
I like toxic.
plagued. Toxic is a great word, but I don't think that's resonating with me right now.
No, out of all 6 words, the first one that kind of popped up was toxic for me. I'm like,
Yeah,
toxic.
I just like the sound of wicked.
Wicked is good.
Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. None of them? Divine.
Celestial.
Just divine.
I was gonna say celestial out of any of them.
It's a language in D&D, so yes.
Oh, I didn't feel for any of them. I just...
No, I look at all 6. I'm like, that one.
Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you the most in this very moment. Luck, skill, strength. Oh my god. Almost
Charm.
almost D&D.
I'm playing D&D now.
Skill.
I'd say charm.
I was going to I want to say luck, but skill stuck out to me first for some reason.
I would say strength. See, now we've reached an impasse. There's more than 2 options.
Meeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger
Hold
by its toe.
So what did you say? You said charm and skill?
I said skill. She said charm. What did you say, Steve? Strength?
I said strength.
Yeah.
If I had to change my answer, I'd probably go charm.
Yeah, charm.
We all kind of lied on that, but okay. Well, you two kind of lied on that. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
No.
I kind of do.
I don't. I hate math.
Do you speak more than one language fluently? Fluently, no.
No.
Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yes.
Yes.
No.
Do you enjoy coffee? On occasion.
Yeah, I'd say I enjoy it.
Not
Yeah.
really.
Took a while, but I enjoy coffee.
Do you believe in demons? Yes.
Yeah.
And a young girl's heart.
Steven!
Well, okay.
Do you believe in angels?
And a young.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Shh, yeah.
Are you afraid of sharks?
No.
No.
If I'm in the ocean, yes. Outside of the ocean, no.
I mean, if I'm being attacked by one,
I-
that can be said about anything.
Yeah, I fell asleep in the ocean, or in the ocean, on the ocean, so no.
in the ocean.
In the ocean.
Do you prefer baths over showers?
No.
As an experience, yes. Am I more likely to take a bath than a shower? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I prefer baths, but it's a thing of like showers are a lot more convenient.
Well, it's not about convenience, it is what do you prefer. So, I do prefer showers over baths. Steve?
I prefer bath
Yeah.
just because it's like a full body like relaxation experience.
Yeah.
I prefer a bath after I shower. Because I don't want to take a bath to get clean. Because that's nasty. You're sitting in your own dirty water.
Yeah.
When I take a bath, it's more just the relaxation, sitting in warm water kind of thing.
That's just a lot of
See, for me, it's like
water.
I don't like.
Well, I don't
soaking
do
in-
it often.
I don't like soaking in hot water. I like just the hot water pouring on me.
I've broken nearly every bone in my body, so a nice hot soak feels really good.
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's
I was gonna say,
understandable.
I prefer just soak.
So,
that's a yes.
yes. 2 to 1.
Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? Yes.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Especially like Axe.
Axe is awful.
Yeah, the amount of people that like spray that on so crazily and it's already so strong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might smell up, but I've never had a headache.
Dude, well, so I played football in my freshman year, and being down in that locker room, almost every guy had Axe body spray except for me, and it, oh my
Right,
god, dude.
You're a high school boy, of course. It's Axe
I
everywhere.
hated Axe so much.
And Axe hated you.
Did you see a shadow move in your room a few moments ago? No.
No.
I saw my shadow move.
I was gonna say, does mine count? I can't even see my shadow.
My room is
Mine's under my desk.
my room is dark, so no.
I was gonna say my light is right above me, so my shadow is under me, so I can't really see it.
Well, I'll say no. That's fortunate. Yeah, fuck you. Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? Yes, but I don't know if that's so much like a supernatural thing or just like I forget where I put it, think I put it somewhere
yeah.
else.
For
A lot of mine is just misplacing.
yeah,
everything.
for me, no, I don't actually have that issue often.
I have that issue all the time. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? No, because if I did, I would be in a mental asylum because I would. Ooh, Lord, the panic attacks.
Dude, I won't forget one of the first few days when we had moved here. I was laying in bed. Everyone was asleep, but I heard like footsteps coming up the stairs. No, yeah, I do
Icky,
hear
icky.
footsteps around me.
No.
I saw a footstep be taken, but I didn't hear it.
So that's 2 to 1 no.
Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? Yes.
Yeah.
No, sometimes.
Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? Yes, and it freaks me out every time.
No, I don't.
Do you often look at the same time on the clock?
So like,
So a lot of the times for me, when I'm checking the time, either because I'm working or just like curious as to what time it is, a lot of the time it'll end up being 9/11. And I've had it happen up to like 16, 17 days in a row.
why is there static coming through someone's mic?
Steve has his fan on.
Oh,
No, I don't. There's nothing on my end.
Well, it's from yours. Like, you're staticky until you talk.
yeah.
It might just be my shitty headset. But no, I've never had that, like, I look at the clock and it's always the same time.
Yeah, no.
So only me then?
It seems so.
I mean, I also check the clock a lot more often than, like, twice a day.
Well, it's not even a twice a day thing. It's just like it's a thing that I noticed just because it happens to be that same time when I would either like get bored or like tired, and it would yeah. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? No, and don't put that in my head.
Yes, I have actually.
Nope.
And a second time fairly recently.
Do you have any pets?
Yes.
I mean, technically, yes.
Is your favorite color green? Yes.
No.
No.
Are you attracted to a family man? Ew. No.
No.
Well,
Hold on.
Come on.
Hold on.
Come on, Steve. Defend your answer there.
attracted in what way?
What way did your mind skip to?
Yeah.
Because for you, it sounded like sexual, but for me, it's more just like mutual, like love. Not like incest.
No, they clearly meant incest.
Okay, well then, no.
If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role?
No.
There's a lot of responsibility.
The country would crash and burn like day 2.
I would be sniper murdered on day 2, I feel like. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? Sometimes.
Yeah.
So I just noticed, the off topic, and to add to the spooks, I guess, all the LEDs on my computer have been off this entire time. And I don't know if it's this entire time or just recently, but usually my computer kind of glows red, because of course it does. And just now when you guys were talking about like the static coming from my mic, I just noticed that all those lights are off.
Spooky boy.
I wish you
like fishing?
didn't say that
Yes.
because I'm like in a dark room and it's pitch black outside my window.
Well, that's why I said like to add to the spooks.
Fuck you.
Do I like fishing? Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I've only fished a couple times in my life. I was very young. I barely have memories of it, but I do remember enjoying it.
I was very bored.
Do you like hunting?
Do you like hunting? No.
Yes.
Yes.
Men. Do you like camping? Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Do you like guns?
Yes.
From a distance,
Yes.
yes.
From a distance.
Yeah, from this
Ruby,
side of the gun, not the other
Ruby,
side.
You're going to hate
Having heard how clumsy I am, do you trust me to hold a gun?
Yeah. If you are taught properly, yes.
If I'm standing behind you, I
Yeah, that's fair.
Are you getting tired of answering questions?
Ruby's going to like try to revolver ocelot her gun, and it
spin the pistol.
discharges back behind her.
Oh shit. Well,
Am I tired of answering questions?
no.
I could do this all day. It's just a matter of like in the back of my head, I'm like, hey, remember you're recording this. I'm like, oh right, we're reaching like the 2-hour mark on it recording.
So?
It's gonna be a long.
No,
video.
I'm not getting tired, but I do understand the time restraints.
Yeah. If we started recording this like earlier.
Yes.
Would you consider yourself to be kinky?
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve, don't lie.
Okay.
Steve. Steve said yes.
I know he
did say
said yes. He lied. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Sure, that's how the saying goes.
That's how the saying goes. I think you can tell a lot from somebody by their eyes. But I don't think
I feel
it's
like
necessarily the window to the soul.
So, 2 no's?
2 no's.
Who knows?
It's a nose, bro. Do you always keep your promises?
No.
No.
I try to.
No.
Also, I'm going to admit this now. When they were talking about the nun, and I just had this image of a nun jump scare. I had my eyes closed for about 20 minutes. So,
Good morning, Charles.
hey.
Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you?
Would you ever?
Depends on the lie.
Depends on the lie and completely trust.
I wouldn't completely trust them. No.
Yeah, if I knew they let me down or lied to me before,
Completely.
then there'd still be that kind of.
Completely is another one of those big words. Those very
I don't
heavy
think I
words.
completely trust anyone.
That's true too.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
I think the fact that we earlier said like we can't fully trust anyone
Yeah.
here. Even if you guys lied to me, it'd still be the same thing.
Well, I already told you, Charles has a hatchet just waiting for you.
He wants that Reese's, man.
Are you an only child? No.
No.
Nope.
I'm not.
Do you ever enjoy being drunk?
Yes.
I don't know. Sure.
Yes, I do.
Ruby has 2 mics harder than she's at.
Nuh-uh. Asshole. Do you like tattoos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Within reason.
Okay.
Within reason.
Do you enjoy
Well, I
being...
don't want like the whole like full body tattoo. I'm not a fan of that. Do you enjoy being high in any form?
I've never been high, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
It's so I'll.
Unless they meant like just like euphoria.
I
then-
think they mean because they asked about alcohol, so I think they mean.
I've never
like,
been high, I couldn't tell you.
drugs. So I guess I'll be the one
Drugs.
to answer this one.
Drugs? Drugs?
No, I get
hell is that accent?
super.
I don't know.
I get super paranoid.
So as a no. As a
Do you
no from
believe
me,
you
no.
have a soul? I hope so.
I
Doesn't say
I
hopefully.
imagine I do. Yeah.
Again, I hope so.
I was gonna say it'd be nice to have one.
Did you cry this week?
Yes.
This
Yes, I fucking Made in Abyss gets me every time.
I
Now
cry
what-
every day.
I was gonna say, what do we consider a week?
I watched Made in Abyss
It-
twice
it-
already, and the movie twice already, 2 like back-to-back
Well-
weeks.
It's Sunday, so we'll count from last Sunday to this Sunday.
Yeah, from Sunday to Sunday. I mean, my answer is still no. I haven't cried this week.
Oh, then why does it matter?
I don't know.
Are you upset with someone right now?
Yes, Ruby having us
Ruby's upset
play
with
this
me.
game.
Well, damn, assholes.
No, I'm
I was
not.
gonna say
I'm
no.
not upset with you.
Too late. I already said yes.
Damn it!
Is there-
The fact that we all just yelled at each other.
It only proves our point.
Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily?
I only talk to you 2 daily, so that's a no.
Yeah,
for me.
you guys are pretty much the only ones I talk to daily as well. I mean, outside of my parents, of course. So,
Do you understand how this works yet? Yes. I answer the question.
Like I say, after 100 questions,
I think it means something deeper here. I think
Well,
it's
I mean-
playing the whole something's going on. The next question might be, for the last 40 questions, it spells out this.
yeah, I was waiting for another. Like, did you realize like the last 3 questions spelled bruh?
That would be
No.
4 questions.
Just BRU.
It could be that, or it could be more that, like, the test so far has asked
Yeah.
Either
questions
either
in
way,
different forms.
yeah, but
To
either
see
way,
if you were answering honestly.
yeah, but either way. With that being said, no matter the aspect, we all have some idea of how this is working.
So,
Yes.
yeah. If you answer the question twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them and the combination you answer them in. Listen, there's 3 of us here, we don't know.
Yeah,
It's
what?
about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
No.
Yeah.
I'm more confused now than ever.
It's essentially saying that you're likely to be answering these questions based off of something you're imagining within the moment, which also can be played off of whatever emotional state you're in at the time. But you could, like, drop this game for now, wait like a day or two, be in a differently entire mindset, and you're going to answer the questions differently.
E.
I like how Ruby just said yes as you're explaining to me.
Well, Charles and I had already said yes, and it was 2 out of 3.
What if I said no?
Well, it was already 2 out of 3. Hive mind,
Yeah,
babe.
but what if I?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if my answer is better than yours?
Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I am.
Kinda, yeah.
Nah, I wasn't. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that?
Hold on. I have to reread this one because like that was a lot for my brain to process for a second.
My brain just kind of stopped when it said it specifically you. 'Cause I'm like, you, 3 people.
To learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
I don't think it was made specifically for, like... Unless it was, like, test Ruby or, like, test Steve, I don't know, or test Charles,
The fact that this game wasn't made specifically for me, the fact that Ruby found it by chance and then made us play it with her and record it, I'm like, I don't think
I
that's
didn't
in the
make
stars.
you.
But I think that's like that goes off the whole idea of like fate, right? Like if you believe in fate, this was destined at some point.
I just like quizzes, man.
And there it is. Ruby just likes quizzes, everybody.
Yep.
But like...
Spent 2 hours just to find out that.
So are we saying yes or no?
I'm saying no.
I believe in fate to a degree, so I would say yes.
I say no, I'm sorry.
I believe in magic in a young girl.
Jesus.
Magic. Are you afraid of being abandoned?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of dying alone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I could live with the idea of being alone, I would not want to die alone.
Depends on if I die peacefully in my sleep or not.
Yeah, no? Do you worry that...
Well, that brings up this question.
Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered?
No, I'm in a pretty safe neighborhood. All my neighbors are cops.
Well,
Not.
this is where my paranoia kicks in. Yes.
See, for me, it's not worrying about being murdered. It's more like accidents.
I worry more about being kidnapped and brutally tortured for months on end before someone finds me, and then at that point I'm dead.
Well, but that is unexpectedly murdered.
But I worry more about the...
Kidnapping process.
Tortured.
And tortured part.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see, for me, it's more like getting into a car accident or
No.
a meteor hitting me.
I
rather
feel
See-
like at the point that I had been tortured, I would just welcome death.
See, I think that kind of plays into my dreams, though. Like, how I constantly have these nightmares of being hunted down. So, yeah, for me, it's yes. But it's different for you, too.
I do now see my Discord thing saying that I'm talking. When I'm
Yeah, you have, like, fuzzies coming through.
Oh, it's not picking up on my mic, so we'll fix that later.
Are you always on guard, waiting to fend off an attack?
Yes.
No, I'm not always on my
I
toes.
have my big knife next to me at all times.
I have knives and clay tools and scissors.
Hold on. Steve, here you go. You can put this picture, you can insert this picture into the fucking video. I'll show you a picture of my knife for me that I'm going to guard myself with one day.
Okay.
What is it? Well, yada yada yada. There we go.
Yeah, DM me so it doesn't ping.
It's already pink, Ruby.
Cool. Cool.
Ruby has her phone open for it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, there's my knife.
Oh.
Think.
I was like, no, Charles, that's a keyboard.
No, my knife is. I was using that as a size comparison.
Fucking military Bowie knife.
Not even.
Excuse me, you
I'd
can't
ask-
say that on YouTube. You have to say my weapon. I'm being sarcastic.
No, you just can't say the G word, which this quiz has already said. So.
Gun, 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 gun.
All right, Steve. First off, I want you to.
We can't use this
Yeah,
recording.
hold on, Steve. I want you
Yeah.
to put in the Meow Mix song that she just said that
Why do you guys gotta make my life harder?
Because it's fun.
Also, put just like the most straightforward, most monotone blaster sound clip. Just say blaster over every time she says
Blaster.
Does that include when you just
Yes.
said it? So you're asking me to record myself saying blaster. Okay, now I get it. I'm like, why do you want me to say blaster? Like, oh, right, because that's...
Yeah.
Nerf. Do you feel like I know you yet?
No, you don't know
No.
me.
I don't know you yet.
You don't know shit, ma'am.
Why don't I ask you a few questions?
Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? Yeah, Steve's thing keeps going.
I'm telling you, is the game now.
I guess it's also through the way it's like being streamed to us, but the audio keeps clipping out sometimes, like oddly in weird
I think it was
places.
just lagging.
Yeah.
Rude, but yes. I
Yeah,
think
the
we
fact
have
that
enough
you just
information.
lagged on my side.
I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, oh, we totally did, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Oh, okay, at least you're upfront about it.
Thanks.
You're a Bulbasaur.
Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude.
And now jump scare.
Yeah.
This is all going to sound very blunt and direct, but listen up. You've got to start taking life a bit more seriously. Oh, this is totally for you guys.
Wow.
I hate to
Excuse me, hive mind. Crabs in a bucket.
I hate to start this off so glumly, but you need a swift kick in the ass. I'm just being real and honest with you right now. You've got so much potential and you're not taking advantage of it.
I don't have any potential.
You can blame others around you, you can blame your circumstances, you can blame yourself, but no matter what, none of that matters at this point. You need to get going and you need to get the ball rolling. Do you even realize that you could be a major star? I'd rather not. Do you even realize just how incredibly talented you are? You don't, do
but
you?
I'm not.
You don't even understand how much potential you hold within.
See, she
Or
said
maybe you
do
do realize it.
question mark.
And that's what you're afraid of. Maybe it's not a fear of failure, but a fear of success. You're holding yourself back subconsciously.
That I do know.
And you know what? Maybe you've already accomplished a lot. Maybe you feel like you've already done enough. But you and I both know that you could go further if you really wanted to. You need to pull your head out of your ass and get your shit together because the world needs you more than you could even imagine. Fuck you, man. You're going to do amazing things in the life.
In
But only
the
if you
life.
decide to. I know this wasn't what you were expecting, and maybe it isn't even what you wanted to hear, but enough time has been squandered. Seriously, you're an impressive specimen. You could do incredible things, and not just one or two, you could do a lot of amazing stuff if you really put your mind to it.
This is no longer a horror game. This is just like a...
It's absolutely imperative, however, that you
better.
stop looking for reasons not to get things done and you turn your brain off for a
This
while.
went from a
Stop thinking, just do it. Stop dreaming, just act.
So this went from a horror game
Get started
to a...
immediately. Stop taking breaks. Stop procrastinating, because here's the biggest truth. Your time is ticking away. Let me finish her monologue, guys.
I'd say for people
You
not
can
let us
s-
say anything.
You can still be a major success, even more so than what you've already managed to accomplish in life at your highest point. But your chances are further limited as the sand of the hourglass falls. So get going. Doesn't matter what you've done. It matters what you've still got left to do. Yesterday don't mean shit, and today's the day that we've got to face. I know this sounds really harsh, but I promise you it comes from a place of love and adoration because I want you to be the best possible version of yourself and for you to go as far as you know that you can inside. Please. I urge you, do not waste your potential and shoot for what you've always wanted to accomplish while you still have time to do so. You never know when your time will run out. Your secret word is chaos. Remember this word. This will come in handy.
Chows. Okay, bye. Yeah, so guys, if you want to comment your secret word in the comment section below, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more test content.
Yeah.
No. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be a part of the upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave, and we always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. You can find the test, Hypothesis Rising, the test Final Revelation, and the Testing Chamber on Steam if you enjoyed this installment. You can also find the Journey series and the Advisor series, which we'd encourage everyone to try. If you'd like to support us further or try our other games, you can find a link to all of our titles on the title screen of this game under the section Our Other Games. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you.
Alright, you don't gotta plug your games. Come on.
Alright, now you can say the things you wanted to say, but like, she was having a whole monologue.
Well, I don't remember.
Well, now we're talking over spooky voices.
Yeah, I also...
That's why I wanted to talk over her.
Also, I don't remember what I was going to say now.
That too, yeah, I had no idea what I was gonna say.
There you go.
Well,
I mean,
but again, we don't remember what we were going to say.
Yeah, the moment has passed.
You said it went from kind of spooky to...
Well, it went from like, oh, we're hoping for jump scare, well, not hoping, but like expecting jump scares and questions about death, to just like, hey, you could do better. Like, come on. Like, it's not much of a horror game. It's more of a pep talk from a spooky pixel girl. That was pretty much all I was gonna say.
Huh? I don't remember what I was going to say, so...
I was gonna say, that's why we're like, Ruby, stop. Let us commentate.
You can't interrupt a villain during her monologue, dude.
Apparently it
What
wasn't
makes
a
you think
villain.
she's a villain? Yeah.
And also,
Okay,
yes,
you
you
can't-
can interrupt a villain during a monologue. This isn't an anime.
It'd be better if it was.
Do you want to watch the test anime?
No.
I will say, everything she said, though, was bullshit, so fuck her.
I mean, you guys do procrastinate a lot.
I feel like since the answers were merged between the three of us, we got a bit of a mixed bag. So the final results weren't really like catered to us specifically. It was catered to our amalgam.
Or simulacrum.
Our
I don't think that's
hive
the right
mind.
word.
It's not, but it was fun to say.
Simulacrum is from Titanfall.
Actually, it's...
No. Join us next time, guys, when we play Simulacrum in Apex Legends. Yeah, Apex Legends. That's the next Let's Play we're doing, right, Ruby?
Nope.
Yeah, Apex Legends. Join us for that. All
Absolutely
right. Any other closing comments? Because we've been recording for like 2.5 hours.
Good night.
Did you get that kick in the ass you needed?
Apex Legends coming soon.
Bye!
Good night.
Bye.
Yeah. Good night if you're watching this at night.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done.
Good night, good day, good morning, good evening. Have fun at work or school or staying home. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Blaster.